On almost any corner of almost every town, on every lonely highway you'll ever travel down, you're gonna find a burger shop, Americana, mom and pop. How long? There ain't no telling. Living out there selling hamburgers.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Video Rangers podcast. I'm Mike Spinaco. Sitting beside me is Chris Dietz. Say hello, Chris.
Hello, this is Chris. And I said this last time at the end of last show, but I'm going to say it again. This show is the Video Rangers, as you just heard, and not to be confused with the Power Rangers or VR Troopers. This is a totally different show.
Totally different show. Also, we are proudly brought to you by Rolling Rock Beer.
I like Rolling Rock beer.
Yeah,
It's a fine beer.
The official beer of the Video Rangers podcast.
Is it the official beer?
Rock on, America.
Gone.
All right. Plus, it's under $10.
It is. It's cheap and it's good. It's good beer. I'm not drinking it at the moment, but it is good beer.
That's how I like
my
beer like I like America.
I am drinking.
Cheap and
this
good.
is a new segment of the show, at least this episode. I am drinking Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest, which is very good. I must say, it's one of the best beers I've had in a while.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I was a little upset when I went to the beer store and they didn't have cans of Rolling Rock. They only had the bottle.
Yeah.
I like
30 pack they got them.
Yeah, but we didn't need that much.
The gas station has Rolling Rock for about $7.99.
Yeah.
That's why I've gotten them a few times.
It's good stuff.
It's good beer.
Good stuff.
I don't know what the 33 means. I don't know.
Where's there a 33?
I think it has a braille on the bottom, too.
Where's there a 33?
In the back?
Of this?
Oh,
yeah, there is a 33.
You know that?
No,
Yeah.
I know I'm reading it.
I think I'm not going to look it up, but there's some reason. I don't remember.
All right. So.
You can Twitter us and ask and tell us, hey guys, I know the reason. I'm a smart guy.
If we have anybody listening, then
Anybody
wants to write in.
Is there anybody out
feel
there?
Free.
You can email us, Twitter, Facebook, write us a letter.
Yeah,
don't write us a letter, then you know where I live.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Although I would like to open a letter from a person. I got shafted in elementary school. I you had a pen pal, and I wrote my letter, and I never got one in return.
Was it to a little Ethiopian boy?
I'm probably. I don't even remember what his name was.
Or was it a kid in St. Louis?
I don't know. I think it was probably somebody within. It was probably somebody at one of the other elementary schools, in the same school district.
Probably right.
They probably. I don't remember bringing in a stamp. So.
It helped you out there.
Yeah. Maybe my letter never got mailed. But other kids got letters. I just didn't get one.
The teachers just wrote them back.
Motherfucker.
They didn't like you very much.
Nobody liked me. I had to switch schools because nobody liked me.
He was the booger kid.
Yeah, it was booger boy. You blow your fucking nose, you cough one time, or sneeze, and snot gets on your hands, and you're ruined for life. You gotta switch schools. Unbelievable. All right, anyway.
What's the movie of the week, Mike?
Well, the movie of the week is Hamburger The Motion Picture, 1986.
Yes, you heard that right. The Motion Picture.
Yeah.
Because it's like Star Trek.
Not to be confused with the cartoon.
Star Trek The Motion Picture it's called, too.
Yeah.
Because they want to make sure that people weren't going to the movie theater and seeing the television show, apparently.
Yeah. Or thinking that their local movie theater just happened to have hamburgers.
I gotta say, Hamburger The Motion Picture was a real gem.
It was a delight.
Yeah, it was a real delight to watch. It was good.
I loved it. And we've seen it a bunch.
We've seen it a couple times. I remember when we were doing our YouTube channel, and we were doing kind of the Mystery Science Theater 3000 kind of review of it. I brought this movie up to him, and he had no idea. Mike had no idea what the movie was. I saw it as a young lad at the Dietz family. It was we rented it a couple times. I remember.
Did you rent it from Video Rangers?
We could have. Maybe the Video Rangers, maybe Family Vision.
Family Vision. I live next to Family Vision.
Captain Video, baby.
Video Update.
Video update. It was one of those places.
Yeah.
I'm sure we rented it from. And
the video bin.
it's fucking hilarious. It's pretty
It's
funny.
a good one. It's a good one.
It's a lot better than you would think. It's basically it's like a satire movie on like McDonald's and fast food places, but it's really fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's all over the top. It was really funny.
Yeah, it's as wacky as a Police Academy movie.
Yeah, it's a good comparison.
It's got as much sex as Porky's, kind of. No, I wouldn't. Maybe not that far.
Has enough.
But it's on par with that type of movie.
There's no bush shots. There's no. I couldn't knit a sweater.
You know what? There might.
With enough of bush.
The problem is, like, I have this movie on VHS. I didn't want to bring my VCR over here, so I managed to acquire a VHS to DVD transfer.
Yes, we almost did a different movie.
Yeah.
It didn't show up in time.
So I don't know how zoomed in it was. You know what I mean? I felt like I'm missing something that
we might have missed a couple boob shots in the beginning.
So unfortunately,
but it's okay.
Yeah, but we couldn't count. I'd like to do like
you want to do a boob count?
A booby count, kind of like a body count.
It would have been an even number at least.
Yeah,
I think.
Unless like maybe like
one
somebody got out of the screen.
It's possible.
One boob popped out. That's happened before. Wouldn't be the first movie where that happens. But the plot of the movie, Russell is the main character, and he's been kicked out of college again. If he can't get a degree, he will miss out on his uncle's inheritance. And this is his Burger U is his last shot. And he's about to get a degree with everything on it.
Everything on it.
Degree with everything on it.
Our main
he's majoring in bull.
Our main character can't walk out the door without getting laid. And
he's got fucking Sinatra singing out of his cock.
The women are... There's a woman who... The Spanish girl in this movie just busts the door down half naked and just wants to fuck him.
Conchita. Oh, as far as stereotype goes,
but we can't remember the rest of it.
The stereotypes in this movie are just, I mean.
Oh, if you're fat, forget about it.
If you're fat,
you're getting ripped.
If you are not a white person, you're getting ripped on. I mean, it's just basically everything. If you're gay, you're getting it.
Enough good things about this movie. It's a fine little gem.
Oh, it's great.
In the shit.
Yeah,
that it's covered in.
Out of everything that you can go through, trying to search for the movies that are great, but you don't hear about. Like, this is one of the better ones. You're gonna watch a lot of shit before you get to something like this.
You don't hear about this at all.
No, nobody talks about
it. At all. I almost completely forgot about it, and somehow it just popped in my mind. I mean, maybe does Encore, the drive-through channel, play this? Maybe?
I saw this I didn't see it, but I've seen it on lists for USA Up All Night, which is where I've seen most of my movies. All the movies I own have been plucked from that USA Up All Night catalog.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is something that because there's really no real information on that show. You can't find a complete movie list. But I think that's on there.
There is another fast food movie.
There's a movie called Fast Food with Ernest.
I'm thinking of something else, but what's the porn star who is Tracy Lords? She's in some movie.
Is that Gene Simmons' wife?
No, Tracy Lords is the porn star who was under 18 in her first movie. And
was
a big deal in the 80s. Fast Food.
Yeah, I have it.
She's in that.
Yeah, I got that. You know what made me buy that movie? Well, on the back of the DVD,
you're right. Okay.
On the back of the DVD for American Drive-In, it shows the other movies that you might want to check out, and one of them is Fast Food, and the other one is Hard Rock Zombies.
Hard Rock Zombies.
And Fast Food I found in a gas station for like $2.
Hard Rock Zombies. Hard
Rock Zombies. Actually, that's the movie that's playing on the drive-in movie screen in American Drive-In. So.
Oh, Pamela Springsteen's in it. Is there any relation?
Well, she's in. Pamela Springsteen is also in.
Yes.
Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp.
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Fuck. You know what's funny, man? It took me like 8 years to graduate college, but I can spit off shit. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, I know like the words to every single fucking Beatles song, but I couldn't tell you like how to do long division. So something's wrong with me. All right, so movie runs about 90 minutes, and it's directed by Mike Marvin. He doesn't have much of a filmography, but he did write Six Pack, which is a movie with Kenny Rogers, I think. Mm-hmm. And he also did Hot Dog, the movie, which is kind of funny. But most people know that movie. That's a movie that comes up when you do like 80s teen comedy lists.
Hot Dog, the movie.
The writer.
Like Kentucky Fried Movie.
No, but that's
another
good one. It's very dated, but that's a good one.
Strange one. It's dated.
Yeah. The writer of the movie is Donald Ross, but I did find conflicting information on this because I think Rotten Tomatoes has a different listing, but IMDb has this, so I'm going to go with that. Now, he did mostly TV. He did MacGyver.
You wrote him, right?
What's up?
You wrote episodes, right?
Yeah, he was a writer for TV. So he did MacGyver, Different Strokes, Charles in Charge, and a favorite of yours, A Small Wonder.
Small Wonder. Who doesn't love Small Wonder?
I don't like my wonders to be too big, to be honest with you.
Great graphics in that show, I gotta say.
And the movie stars, I don't know this guy's name. I'm going to butcher it.
Okay.
I'll even tell you how his first name is spelled. It's Leigh. What do you assume his fucking name is? How do you...
L-E... Oh, Leigh.
Leigh? All right.
Lee McCluskey. That's
I thought... All right.
Lee McCluskey. I got his name.
All right. Lee McCluskey. He plays Russell.
Lee.
And the only thing you really... Yeah, he's in other stuff.
Maybe he's
Lee. So he's in other stuff, but what you're really going to know him for is the dickhead boyfriend from Just One of the Guys.
Yeah. Yep.
That's where you're going to know him. It also stars Dick Butkus.
The great Dick Butkus.
Yeah. He's Druten.
Who was a major football star way back when.
If you don't know, he played for the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. You know, I was trying to avoid doing that when I wrote this stuff down. I said, you're not going to do that. You're not going to turn the mic on and do the Bears.
How do you not do it?
Exactly. And if you want to know what else he's been in, Dick Butkus has been in Necessary Roughness. He was in a few episodes of My Two Dads. And he was also in the movie Gus, which is a Disney movie about a mule that kicks field goals. Don Knotts is in it.
He wasn't in Webster, was he?
No, that's the other guy.
Yes, okay.
That's another guy.
No, I thought maybe he guest starred like
he probably
Ben Vereen did.
Yeah, Ben Vereen, who is Shane Vereen's uncle. Okay, so also in this movie is Randy Brooks, and she plays Miss Vunk. She's been in a lot of TV episodes of Who's the Boss, Knight Rider, T.J. Hooker. Charles Tyner plays Lyman Vunk, and he's the owner of the Buster Burger franchise and this college university, which is basically a play on McDonald's University.
He looks like a preacher.
Yeah. He's actually really pretty good in this.
Where they're in like church.
Yeah.
And all they're talking about is hamburgers and French fries and shit.
Oh yeah.
And they're singing like church songs, and it's like hamburger songs.
Oh, it's like, just hamburger.
What the fuck is going on?
All the way. You've never seen so many how much hamburger information is thrown into your fucking face.
There's a part where because they have dormitories and they have hamburger beds.
They have hamburger beds, hamburger phones.
Who doesn't want a hamburger bed?
Hamburger bookends.
I want a pickle as my pillow.
Yeah.
I want a tomato as my blanket. Am I wrong? It's like having a car bed.
Not really.
Can I have a cheesesteak like couch?
See, I would have a problem sleeping on a burger bed. I hate lettuce. Hate it. Lettuce is my arch enemy. Dirty grass.
No lettuce for Mike.
No, I fucking hate lettuce. It's ridiculous. So she's got anyway, Randy Brooks has a terrible voice in this if you listen to it. But The Shining, one of the things I love about this movie is the intro is absolutely amazing.
Yes, and it's great. The song that starts the movie off.
Yeah. Hamburgers, for America.
And Mike can't do it justice, but we will play it
Yeah.
at some point. It's great.
It's composed by Jack Turner. Couldn't find much on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's sung by Bill Mueller. I couldn't find anything on him.
He was trying to be like Kenny Loggins.
Oh, it's the Kenny
Singing like
Loggins,
Kenny Loggins.
Style.
But it's great still.
It's a mix between Kenny Loggins and John Cougar Mellencamp. But that's the music in this movie is really well done. Each song is there's some effort put into
the
it.
Score. The
score of the movie is absolutely fantastic. And as he follows the pickle in the shower scene, it's just so Hitchcock.
You heard it here first, fellas.
Yeah. It just reminded me of Vertigo. Okay, that didn't happen. There was no pickle shower scene. But there was a pickle that takes your order.
Yes, that was a good part.
You roll up to the old drive-thru and this pickle just looks at you and says, "Hi, I'm Mr. Pickle. What's it gonna be?"
It still makes me laugh. Like, oh, they'll get, old Snagglepuss here. It sounds like it is really funny though.
They've got cheeseburgers even.
Yeah. He gave the old lady a heart attack when he talked back to her.
Yeah.
Good. Like I said, this it's a hard movie. Like you say, I'm gonna recommend Hamburger the Movie, but it's really fucking funny.
Yeah. If
it's
you're
a funny
looking,
movie that I bet you probably haven't heard of or you can't find it because I'm like I Google it. You don't get much. You can get stuff on it.
Basically, the
no
trailer
one talks about this movie at all.
Yeah, you can get the
No one's
trailer
talking about
easily,
it.
and you can get basically us doing our commentary on it.
We did it before. We did a little thing on it, and that's one of the reasons why we picked it again. But
well, it's really good.
No, it is. It was
not
funny.
a bad.
I think we said before. I enjoyed it. We watched. That was years ago. We watched it. I think it was funnier now. I think.
Yeah.
It was funny the second time.
I think the first time I didn't know what to expect because I hadn't seen it, and then it's actually really well done. I had nothing bad to really say. It's goofy. It's
highlight
stupid,
of the movie is they're at a Chinese restaurant. They're not allowed to go off campus. They're not allowed to eat other food other than hamburgers, I guess, that are on campus. They sneak out, and the dean's wife is there, and the dean's daughter's there, who's dating Dick Butkus. So our two main characters meet them there by accident, and Dick Butkus comes in. So they hide under the table, and the one guy starts eating out the dean's wife.
Yep.
And it's like she ate a couple spicy pickles or something.
Spicy chicken balls, she says, or some shit like that.
It's the highlight of the movie, I suppose. Yeah. The scene of the movie, maybe the highlight. It was really.
I guess if you want to go for ridiculous sex scene, that's the one. But basically, our main character Russell, he's just a fucking pussy magnet. His roommate's eating her out though, not him. Yeah, and he's just. He keeps getting kicked out of schools for banging students. He's banging the school psychiatrist.
Victoria Gotbottom. Yeah. This is the previous before he gets to.
Yeah. So it opens up with him getting laid in the shower. He gets sent to the school psychiatrist because the school's sick of him banging everybody. And he reports to the school psychiatrist, whose name is Victoria Gotbottom. Yeah. And she's played by Karen Mayo Chandler.
Damn good writing there.
Yeah. She was also in 976 Evil 2.
There was a second one?
Yeah, I have that one too.
They should have called it 976 Evil on hold.
It's not
maybe
bad
not
idea.
as bad.
Call waiting,
maybe.
If anybody has any suggestions for what they should have called 976 Evil 2,
because
please write in to Video Rangers on Twitter. At Video Rangers. I guess that's how you say it. I don't know how to do this.
No, we're new to this whole...
I'm new to Twitter, at least. I don't tweet a whole lot.
Well, you don't tell everyone about your day?
No. I do send Instagram pictures of my food sometimes.
Just got gas, yo.
I've seen somebody do that. I'm putting that premium in my ride, yo.
I got gas, son.
Yep. Seen that before.
the line of the movie.
What do you think? What is your favorite line of the movie?
I think I actually like the other one that we talked about.
The one that we didn't write down?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the line of the movie, we're going to go with both of them, but we'll say the line of the movie because there's a part where they're like just practicing yelling back at customers. Because one of the things they teach in this school is not take shit from customers.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
So it's, put those cookies back, motherfucker. It's better if you see in the movie, bro.
Oh, it's just great. Little girls are
are
grabbing cookies. Put those cookies back, motherfucker.
But my favorite line, we played it probably 3 or 4 times, is towards the end of the movie, they all get a whole restaurant to run. All the
they basically like throw them in a real situation with real customers, and they have to run the restaurant.
And a bus drives by, and every fat person in town comes.
It's an eating club. An eating club.
Yes. So okay, one of the guys, they're cooking all the food. It's all mayhem now. And hey, what did that guy order? Someone tells someone, well, that fat motherfucker right there ordered 60 Buster Burgers, and that motherfucker too, and those 2 giggling motherfuckers.
He goes on a rampage. Yeah, the guy comes up. He's like, all right, who's the guy that ordered 60 Buster Burgers? He goes, that fat motherfucker right there.
Oh, it was just funny though.
Yeah. We're not doing this justice at all.
No, we're not.
If you're on the other end of this, you might be just so sick of it.
You never heard or never seen this movie. I think it's on YouTube for free, so you can watch it for free.
Yeah, you don't have to do what I did. Buy it twice.
We could just watch it on YouTube.
We could have, but
who knows what you're going to see on YouTube.
You never know.
We might have been edited.
Yeah, there could have been a lot cut out. I mean, if you go back and you listen to our commentary on it, you can actually, and you can see the video because we're actually just filming what we're watching, but we had to cut out like the boobs and everything to get on YouTube. We took out a few minutes to make it shorter because at the time when we uploaded this, YouTube had different time restraints on what you were, what you were uploading. But yeah, if it's definitely a movie that
it's fun.
I gotta recommend
it's a funny movie.
If you want to see, if you've seen it already and you want to see our drunk commentary on it, feel free to watch that. You can find it at Drunk Movie 3000. And if you just type in Hamburger the Motion Picture, it'll come up within the first.
Pop up.
Yeah.
There's people have got cuts of it, like 6 minutes. Some of the better scenes in the movie.
But
I can't.
Nobody talks about it. There's only like one guy reviewing it.
That's what I mean. Like, are you kidding me? This is a gem. It's great. It's great.
It's as good as anything else. And the end, it ends like a fucking wacky Police Academy movie.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you could think of goes wrong. There's 4 different fucking types of people coming in. You got the fat guys. You got the biker guys. The cops are all pissed off. They're fucking breaking up the joint. Each character is as stereotypical as you can get. They got one girl. She's from Central America. Her name's Conchita. She's from Guacamole. And she's walking around with she looks like the Fruit of the Loom lady.
She always has an Uzi on her. Like she has an Uzi on her.
Yeah.
Like a gun.
She's got the Uzi and the cantina. She looks like what's her name from Aliens.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit. This movie got a 52% score from Rotten Tomatoes.
That's about fair. Half the people see it like it. You have to enjoy this kind of shit.
Yes, if you're like, I'm sure a lot of people go into movies seriously, and it just is stupid to them. But it's worth a view. It is definitely worth a view.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something else that I can compare it to, and because listen, it's low budget, but not too low budget because everything the sets, are very elaborate. Especially in that dorm room with the amount of burger shit.
How much does a hamburger bed cost?
I don't know. Probably a few $100s.
Like a blanket and pillow.
It depends if you want a bacon comforter because bacon always costs extra on the burger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or a cheese blanket.
Yeah. Maybe you get some extra padding in there. You get some onions. I think we're thinking a little bit too deeply into this, but.
I want a hamburger bed, damn it.
I want a hamburger phone.
I can get you that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Do you have access to a hamburger phone?
I know a guy.
Well, that's good to know.
Fuck having a car bed. I want a double Buster Burger bed.
Oh my god.
Keep me warm at night.
So, alright, so Dick Buckus, he's got a girlfriend. That's good. Or she doesn't really like him a whole lot, and she is played by Deborah Blee. She's Mia Vunk. She's one of the teachers at the school. She's the daughter of the owner of Buster Burger. She's played by Deborah Blee, and she was in a movie called Beach Girls, which is a Grindhouse movie. If you have some of those Grindhouse sets you can get at Best Buy, they usually have it included in there. And she ends up kind of becoming the love interest of Russell.
They actually don't have sex.
They don't, but he's the love interest of the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell.
She
It's
she doesn't jump on him like every other woman in the movie.
No, not like Conchita does. Who, she did a nice job.
Yeah, playing a stereotype, it's not too easy.
She did a good job. I mean, she didn't seem like she was like totally upset about it, even though she probably should have been.
Well, he acted gay, and it drove her away.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to.
Yeah, she came to America for.
You can't have sex in the movie. You can't have sex in Burger U, or you might get kicked out.
You can't have sex. You can't leave campus, and you can't eat anything else. Any other food.
Yes.
It's fucking ridiculous. But they've got everything covered. They've got the guy that you got the two buddies that are just out for a good time.
Oh yeah.
You've got the Spanish stereotype. You've got the black stereotype. Which that character I still can't fucking figure out.
He sings at the end, and I could.
But why is he in cuffs the whole time?
I don't know.
Why is he? We don't even know how he got there. He was brought there in a police car. We don't know what he's doing there.
And they're saying we don't make mistakes, and somehow he's in school at Burger U. He sings at the end. He's supposed to be a singer, and he's trying to get back to his gig. That's all he keeps saying. I gotta get my gig.
Yeah, he's a big time singer.
And
come on down.
But he doesn't rap, which I was
glad about that. Yeah, because we didn't. How would you make that work?
They always seem to make people rap. That's the big. All the kids like to rap. Let's get come do that.
I was surprised they didn't go that route, but that song is catchy, man.
The whole movie's catchy.
Come on down to Buster Burger, hungry for the burgers that make you full.
They do make you full. They look pretty good.
Yeah. Although the automated machine that they had was disgusting.
Yeah,
disgusting.
A little gross.
Make you a little sick. You know? But yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, why he was there. I don't know why he was trying to escape. I don't know why he was in cuffs the whole time. I don't know why they decided to let him out of cuffs when he graduated.
It's a hamburger movie.
Yeah.
I'm not too broken up about it.
I just want to know why he's there. If they could have, maybe there's a deleted scene.
They say something, but they're just, everyone's just yelling at the same time. You can't understand what anyone's saying.
Yeah. This movie is just, aside from the fact that nobody talks about it, you can't fucking find it anywhere. Mm-hmm. Like, I can buy the VHS. It's usually around $20 if you want the VHS.
It's $20?
It's $20 VHS. Every now and then on eBay, somebody's selling a burnt copy on DVD. Mm-hmm. But that's it. There's no other way to watch this movie. You can't download it. You can watch it on YouTube maybe, but not legally, you know what I mean? And so you have to really go out and search for this fucking movie. And it's just delightful.
It is.
It's just great.
It's that real 80s movie, 80s feel. Like, you don't give a shit. It's not PC at all, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, you spend most of your time, you're out there, you're looking for these 80s gems that you missed. And when you start to realize that you really haven't missed that much because you grew up with it.
Yes.
And then you find something like this.
You missed it.
And I was like, how did I miss this? Because I live for shit like this.
It should be on television, damn it.
It's not on television. I don't remember watching it.
It should be on some cable channel.
When we grew up and they were running all those movies on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
And it was always Rock and Roll High School.
With Corey Feldman in it.
Meatballs Part 2.
Yeah. Why isn't Hamburger the Motion Picture there?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I didn't see it, and I watched a lot of Comedy Central in the 90s.
Even a movie like Screwballs was not played on TV. At least I didn't see it.
It's on. I've seen it on Encore.
And that's like Porky's to the extreme.
The Encore drive-through channel. Drive-through.
Yeah. Which one? The movie channel?
Yeah. Not Encore. Epix. Excuse me. Epix. The drive-in channel.
Okay.
I've seen it there once, like 3 in the fucking morning.
That's right around the time slot where it should be shown.
Probably, but that it is a drive-in channel, so they do air like movies of this kind of ill, like
what's funny
like the Invisible Kid. Remember that in the 80s?
Yeah, I have that on
movie like that.
I have that on Laserdisc.
Will be on there. On Laserdisc.
Now that's a problem because
doesn't?
I have it on Laserdisc and I bought it on Laserdisc like before we decided to actually go through with this podcast. And I took my VHS copy and I mailed it to a guy on YouTube. He was looking for a copy. I was like, here, man, I got it on Laserdisc. You can have mine. So it's gonna be difficult if we wanted to watch that because for me to lug this heavy fucking Laserdisc player over here is just like which is why I ordered the DVD copy of this.
Breaking news: the Video Rangers podcast will not be doing the Invisible Kid.
No.
Anytime soon.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Because I like that movie, and I got a lot to say about it.
It is, it's funny about Invisible Kid. And this is going off one viewing 25 years ago. It is like the male fantasy, because isn't the kid just hiding in the girl's locker room?
No, his one friend can't wait to do that. Yeah, the one guy's like all responsible.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do it, but his friend's like, of course he's gonna go. Which is like, obviously, what would, if you're gonna have kids, you're gonna be invisible and you're gonna make them teenagers,
what else are you gonna do? We're going to the girls' shower. And,
we're gonna fuck with people.
Yeah. You're gonna do everything that you've ever wanted. You're gonna definitely rob somebody or something. You're gonna go to the beer store, like,
or you have to be naked, and it only lasts for 30 minutes, right? Invisible. It goes from like 10,
kept going shorter
10
and
to
shorter.
15, it changes, and then it goes back up.
Yeah.
I think it goes from like 30. It's either one way or the other. So it's like 5, 15, 30. And then it goes back again for some reason, which doesn't make any sense. No,
but it doesn't have to. None at all.
It doesn't have to.
But, and I'll apologize now. We just don't get to talk about the Invisible Kid a whole lot.
That just stuck in my head.
Just came out of nowhere. You got to run with it when somebody brings it up. But if you go back to Hamburger, the motion picture, I meat it's just.
What do you got in your legal pad there?
I got a whole bunch. I wrote a bunch of stuff. Because, I like to be able to at least feel like I'm prepared.
Feel a little professional there.
Yeah, my writing is terrible.
Okay, but can you read it?
Yeah, a little bit. I have to, really look at it a little bit. Because I kind of just scribbled this down. But, I wanted to do a little bit more research on it, but there's nothing. There's just nothing. I'm fucking all over the internet looking for any kind of information of this movie. And the only thing I found was one board where one guy said that he had heard a podcast with the director on it, and somebody asked him why the movie isn't available on DVD or something, and the guy basically told him that he doesn't know anybody that has a good print of it, and that's why it's not out. But that's the only thing I could find. Who knows how true that is?
What does it matter? We just watched the movie. Obviously it wasn't crystal clear.
No, but I think if you would put it out there, even if you threw it on fucking Netflix, maybe somebody would watch it and see it.
Throw it on Netflix. Throw it somewhere.
Yeah. I don't care how good the movie looks. Just put it.
It needs to be seen, damn it.
No, I don't fucking care. Just give me what I got now, but give me maybe a little interview.
The people want Hamburger the movie.
Yeah.
They've spoken.
We have 9,000 something views on our commentary of that movie.
We do.
So that means that somebody wants to see it. So I'll tell you what, print up 2,000 copies, and fucking sell it,
Why not?
It'd be good.
Why the hell not? Hell, we'll print them up and we'll sell them. How about that?
Just, even if you do one of those direct, you order it and they burn you the copy and give you the nice case. That's how I got a bunch of movies like that. Class Act, I forget, I think it's Warner Brothers Direct. I think it's that company that's doing that.
Is that
it's with Kid 'n Play.
Kid 'n Play, yes. Okay.
But I've got Feds from them, which is the movie with the 2 girl cops or the FBI agents.
I remember.
The movie with Bronson Pinchot, Balki Bartakamos.
Oh yeah.
What was it called? Second Sight. Where he's got the psychic powers.
Yeah.
And the other guy from fucking Night Court or whatever's in it.
I vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
Night Court.
So I don't know why it's not available for you because I want people to see it, man.
These movies just get forgotten.
Yeah. And that's what we're here for. That's what we do here.
There's a lot of bad movies that
preserve.
should be forgotten.
This is not one.
This is not one of them. This is not one of them.
This is one that should be held in just as high regard as a bunch of other shitty 80s movies.
Yes, if not higher.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, it's better than Garbage Pail Kids.
I mean, listen, you're not, gonna. This isn't a movie you bring your family to watch. I think I made the, but.
And you're not gonna fall down laughing either.
One.
You're just
There's
gonna have
some
fun
really
with it.
funny parts to it.
You're just gonna have a really good time with it, especially if you're just going into it knowing that
you're an '80s child. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Maybe you've seen it then.
Yeah. You definitely gotta be earlier '80s though. You gotta be like right around where we are. You can't be born in '89 and you never would have saw
Generation
it.
X or
Nintendo generation.
Nintendo generation, because I'm not.
I like that one a little better.
I'm not millennial generation. I'm the Nintendo generation.
No.
That's what I'm declaring.
If we were, we'd produce a better quality video and podcast. Because we don't know what we're doing. We just bought 2 mics and plugged them into the computer.
We're just 2 assholes.
Pretty much. They're drinking.
Just winging it.
Rolling rock.
Drinking beer.
Rolling like a rock. You got the time, we got the beer.
That's a really great tagline, but that's for Miller.
I know, but I like saying it.
Okay. I don't want Rolling Rock people to get in trouble.
No, sorry, Rolling Rock people. Rolling Rock people. The fine people of Rolling Rock are providing us with a 12-pack every time we record.
Yes, they are providing it with us.
Yes.
They didn't pay for it.
No.
But they are providing it with us.
No.
They
didn't pay for it. They don't know that we're talking about them. They don't know that they're the official beer of the Video Rangers podcast.
They are the official beer.
But they are. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have a whole lot more to say about it.
That's about it on the movie.
Yeah,
it's.
I don't want to sit here and just keep repeating how much I like it.
That's where we're starting to ramble here.
But it's definitely a good one. I mean, if you like Revenge of the Nerds, if you like Porky's, if you like anything like that, this is.
What year is this? 86?
It's 86, and you're prime time for these kind of movies, because these movies went away.
That's another reason why it went away. 84, 85, 86 there's a lot of good movies that came out in the theaters. And I don't think that even came out in theaters. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't.
It probably did, because it's still too early for direct-to-video.
All right, well, let's say it did. It definitely didn't make it, because there's a lot of great movies out there. I'm not going to list them, because there's so many.
Yeah.
And I'll get
especially in 86.
84, those 3 years are great.
Yeah.
Great movies came out. Lots of good ones. So
is Short Circuit 86?
I don't know. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Top of my head.
We're not going to play that game. But just think about 1986. There's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's
great! Yep.
It's a great year.
This is going to be great. All right. So, how about them Cubbies?
Oh, if you didn't know, if you didn't know, then there's no way you're fucking listening to this, but the Cubs won the World Series recently, 2 days ago? Thursday night?
This week.
Oh, let's go with that. This week.
Happened this week. And what's killing me is that I wish I can go back to the beginning of the season, put some money on the Cubbies.
Yes, we're mentioning this more or less because Back to the Future 2 predicted they were going to win in 2015, which is pretty damn close.
Yep.
It's pretty close.
So they're a year off, but you got a theory about this.
But 1994, there was a strike in baseball. And in the movie, Doc says, I'll see the next winner of the next 30 World Series. Well, he did technically, because there wasn't a World Series in 1994 because of that strike. So it's like, we might be in an alternate 1985.
Okay. So.
The space-time continuum is still going fine. Biff is not the supreme leader.
No, he's not running Biffco.
He's not Lex Luthor.
No.
Of Biffco, of Hill Valley. But they should have won in 2015, but it still is the 30th World Series. So it's technically right. They still predicted it pretty well, I think. I think it's pretty cool. Close enough, even so. A year off, I think it's pretty close. There was a few predictions people made.
They didn't play Miami, but...
There was some kid in his yearbook who said Cubs win World Series in 2016, like 15 or 20 years before.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but everyone gets right every now and then.
How about
to
them
write
Cubs?
a movie.
They're pretty spot
wrote it?
on.
Robert
That's
Zemeckis
pretty cool.
wrote it, probably?
No, it's Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale.
So one of them wrote it, but like
Bob Gale's like
I love
the
the because that's a great thing because the Cubs never won. It's 108 years now. What was it? 108. So there's my math. 88 years. Yeah. A little less than that. 88 years in 2015 at least.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
You're close. You're close. If you
80 some
I'm sure somebody will correct you.
I've had a few drinks. My math isn't the greatest.
I've had a few drinks. Well, that's what you do.
The pressure's on.
You tend to drink when Rolling Rock is the official beer of the Video Rangers podcast.
87 years because it would have been 85 and it's in 108. Yeah, I think it's 87. Okay, either way. Well, I thought that was really cool. Like, hey, they fucking predicted it. Almost. But did they? They did.
It's close. It's pretty close.
It's close.
I'll give them that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's about all I got on the Cubs, though.
Yeah, that's about it.
We're not from
congratulations.
Chicago. Yay, Cubs!
I was rooting for the Cubs. Well, either way.
Would have been okay if the Indians won.
I think it was 68 years since they've.
It's been a while for them too, but they've been to the dance a few times. Would have been cool. Would have been cool. Would have been great if fucking did Bob Uecker do anything?
No, he does the Brewers, and I know people are trying to get him to do it. Or they wanted him.
How do you not get him to do it, man?
But I don't think he did.
How great would that have been? And he just did a little bit, just like an inning, man. It would have been great, just a bit outside.
Yeah. It's not how it works. That's not how it works. You can't just do what you want, what the people want.
Be nice though. All right, so that's all I got on the Cubs. Now, what do you want to talk about? We got like 20 minutes. We can
socialists in Newfoundland.
I got a big issue with those guys.
All right. Well, stay tuned to Video Rangers. We'll come up with something sooner or later.
Oh yeah. Next week on the Video Rangers podcast, more of nothing.
We're just gonna sit here and you're gonna hear us sipping and drinking our beverages,
which I don't even have one anymore.
Possibly burping. We want to take a break. We take a commercial break.
We take a commercial break. Come back. All right, let's take a quick. How do I pause this? 1 second. And we're back.
Did you enjoy? After these messages, we'll be right back.
It was a Buster Burger University commercial.
Was it?
Come on down to Buster Burger. I should have sang that, as we were waiting. I'm sure the people would have liked that. Would have been good.
They all want to hear you sing, Mike.
Yeah. All right.
So,
I guess we'll move on to the move.
The move. Okay. So I was thinking about this the other day, and I saw the episode and just popped in my mind.
And now, Deep Thoughts with Chris Dietz.
So, if you're a Seinfeld fan, which, the show is it's over 20 years old now, from the beginning at least. It's been that way for a while. Was it about 90, 91 it came on?
Oh, it's actually 89 is the...
technically, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. There's an episode, The Move, where George is asking Jerry for advice, I suppose. And he gives him tips on this certain sexual move. So I thought, I'm watching, I'm like, you know what? I never really thought about, what are they doing? What
is the move?
What is the move? People want to know.
I just know that it has a counterclockwise swirl. or a pinch.
So, I got some of the dialogue here. It's very vague. So there's beginning dialogue telling about it. There's a middle transition, and then you hear the end of it. Because obviously it's a television show. He can't be like, yeah, and you fuck her, 3 times over.
Continue.
So all right. This is part of the dialogue now.
This is his segment, by the way.
You got a headboard? You'll need a headboard. I got a headboard. Is it padded? No. Good. How tall is she? 5'4". Why? You have more than 1 foot differential in your heights. Otherwise, you really could hurt your neck. It's a good telling right there at the end. You could hurt your neck.
Okay.
But that's telling in my theory here that you need a headboard.
Okay.
Moving on. And then it's okay. Oh, yeah, I'm not the best at this. Back at Jerry's apartment, so time has moved on.
Time has moved.
You missed the middle part.
Unfortunately, not for the listener.
Now you're gonna hear the middle part.
Okay.
What's the middle?
You tell me the middle.
Now the ending is kind of an option. I use the swirl. I like the swirl. I'm comfortable with the swirl. I feel the swirl is a great capper. He uses the pinch. I think he's describing putty at this point, so, which I feel is a little presumptuous. Is it a clockwise? George says, is it a clockwise swirl? I prefer the clockwise, but it's not written in stone. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I prefer the clockwise, but it's not written in stone. But eventually, Putty has to move on to the knuckle because he stole Jerry's move, and Jerry's not going to allow that.
Oh wait.
I don't know what the knuckle is. You're concerned with the other. I want to know what this knuckle thing's about. Where is he? Is he cracking knuckles? Is he using a knuckle?
Is he knuckle deep? Is he fisting her?
I can't figure it out.
And then there's a pinch. They say a pinch.
There's a swirl, a pinch, and a knuckle. All possibilities.
So here's what I think is happening. If you have small children, while listening to this,
you should ask them to leave the room, I think.
No, they need to hear this.
Might save their life someday.
They'll be the coolest kids in school.
Oh, yeah. It's not like you can walk through the woods and find a porno mag these days.
And I love this part. Before I move on, just a couple more lines here. The move is never revealed, and all we know is none of the swirl. Although it can be closed with the pinch also.
Okay.
And David Putty stole his move, and he ruined it apparently because Elaine said,
"Ruined the move?
It's not the same. It's not the same move."
No.
So okay, this is what I think the move is. Dun da da. So you need a headboard, and they're talking about a swirl. At the end move is a swirl or a pinch.
Okay.
And I think the swirl is maybe the swirling of your tongue, or the pinch could be you pinching her lady parts with your lips.
Okay.
All right. But
there's a but
and this
here.
is the in between parts is why I think the headboard is necessary. Is that anal is involved.
Okay.
So I'm thinking anal sex.
I can't see Jerry doing anal sex. Just gonna throw that out there, but continue.
I have a reasoning for that, but
okay.
And yes, that could make sense. But we'll go with he's eating ass first.
Okay.
Then he's fucking her in the ass.
Okay.
And then he is fucking her in the pussy.
Okay.
And then he's eating her pussy.
This all sounds very disgusting.
And after all that, she needs that headboard to brace herself. Because her legs are going to quiver and wobble.
Legs are going to give?
Yes.
Well, she's just taking a beating.
So basically, I think the last part is she's holding onto the headboard, facing the wall.
Okay.
And she's basically sitting on his face.
All right.
And that's the move.
Okay.
And he swirls at the end, and he pinches at the end, and he knuckles at the end. The knuckle, I suppose he could get up and then just punch her in the pussy, and that's the knuckle. And Elaine would say, "That ruined the move! You don't punch me in the pussy! You don't knuckle me!" That's why she was so upset.
Not the knuckle! Not the knuckle! Oh my god. Well, that was...
It's also, and... Okay, you say, oh, well, like you said, Jerry's very clean. I mean, how many women has Jerry slept with at the end of this show?
A lot.
It's at least 100. It's gotta be. So he's
Never
a sexual deviant. So that's why I think that goes out the fucking window.
That's true.
He's ass eating.
I have to rewatch this episode. I haven't seen it in a while.
You gotta... You gotta watch it uncut.
Yeah.
I'm sure television doesn't do it justice.
No, I have the box set, so I'll watch it.
But yes, you've heard it here first.
Yeah.
Ass eating on Seinfeld.
Okay.
You never go ask them out.
So if you have any friends, and if you're listening to this podcast, I'm pretty sure you don't, tell them to tune in to the Video Rangers podcast and learn all about Seinfeld and the unspoken ass-eating segment.
Oh, Seinfeld was very controversial.
It was. They pushed some boundaries.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about this? Do you think do you have a take on it?
Not really. Not until I rewatch this episode.
Okay.
I don't have. Maybe I'll watch it and then I'll come back with
they're definitely talking about.
They're talking about something.
Eating pussy.
I'm pretty sure that's what they were alluding to.
At the very least.
Yeah, because I can't imagine him propping himself up with his dick inside of her doing like spins.
Yeah, they do mention
there'd be too much involved.
A height differential, or you can hurt your neck.
Yeah.
So right there, he's tongue twisting her somewhere. He's got his tongue deep inside her. Probably right in the alphabet.
All right. Really hope my parents don't listen to this.
Video Rangers, rated X.
Right. So I saw Doctor Strange last night.
All right.
And I'm not gonna talk about it too much because people haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
I would have seen it, but I was at work.
Yeah, I know.
My job sucks.
So all I'm gonna say about it is that it was a little different than all the other movies, but that's a good thing. The visuals were really good. Stay after the credits, you'll get your.
Oh yeah, of course
they do that every time.
I always like that. Who doesn't?
Yeah, which is nice. I like the joke that they make the credits extra long, and you have to sit there forever.
Man,
but
they make you sit there too.
Definitely go check it out. It's a nice change of pace, considering how all the other movies are fairly similar.
Doctor Strange is an interesting character. Yeah. A lot of characters like the Hulk is just, and I like the Hulk, but it's just a monster.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange has magic. And he's an intelligent character.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to see it. I wasn't able to see it last night, but yeah, it always his character always interested me.
Yeah, that was it was
Marvel's they got a formula.
Yeah.
They haven't made too many bad movies.
No.
They made most of them are always entertaining at the least.
And. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't want to really get too deep into it because I don't want to ruin
just
it for
go
someone.
see it. You like that shit, you're gonna go see it.
Yeah, it was a good one. It wasn't. You're not gonna be disappointed with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my favorite, but it was still good. It was still really good. And I guess so. If you'd like to, if anybody's wants to ask us a question or maybe even ask us to talk about a movie, or
you could tell us to go fuck off.
Yeah, if you want to.
I didn't
get Chris's address so you can write him hate mail for
hate mail.
Destroying your young daughter's
We'll get
egos.
a P.O. box, and they can send it there.
Get a P.O. box. That's a good idea. I feel real important if I had a P.O. box.
That is right.
Yeah.
If I had a P.O. box, I'd feel like some kind of internet scammer though too.
But then somebody might
like mail fraud.
I just don't want anybody to send me anthrax in the mail or anything.
Who knows? They might send you Hamburger the Movie Part 2.
You think that exists?
I doubt it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to get a hold of us on Twitter, we are at Video Rangers. I think it's at Video Rangers. I'm pretty sure.
We don't even know.
I think it's at Video Rangers. Know. Pretty sure. If you'd like to get a hold of us, we're on YouTube at Video Rangers Podcast.
To be concluded.
Yeah, if you want to follow the movies that I watch.
We had.
Oh, well, that's the other channels.
Your Instagram.
My Instagram is called To Be Concluded, and you can basically see what I watch and the games that I play and, or I own or whatever. I just basically most of the movies are put up as I'm watching them, and the video games, as I buy them usually.
Drop Mike a line, just say hello.
Our Instagram account is Video Rangers Podcast. We're on iTunes. We're on Google Play. We're easy to find. If you want to find us.
For the most part.
You know what's going to happen. It's going to be like, oh my God, they found me. I don't know how, but they found me.
How did they find them?
I don't know. Odds are if somebody finds our podcast, it's definitely not going to be the fucking Libyans.
I'll take them.
I'd take the Libyans.
I'd take the
Take
Libyan.
anybody.
At this point, I'd take
We
the
got
Libyans.
like 3 listeners, and 2 of them are me.
I listened to it 6 times.
I know. I listened to it so many times last week. Just because I'm trying to like feel it out and trying to figure out. We're just trying to feel this out.
I think this episode had a couple of gaps in it. There's a review of the episode that we're recording right now. We had a couple of gaps.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing. There's not a lot of.
There's no structure.
There was not a whole lot to say about the movie. Not that it was bad, but it's easier to say things when the movie's really bad.
Yeah. And this was just one I wanted to talk about so other people could, you know.
It's a conversation. This isn't a movie review.
Yeah,
this is more of a conversation about movies.
Yeah, it's a discussion.
To highlight some. That's a discussion.
Yeah, I just want somebody. I want to talk about a movie that most people don't give a shit about, and maybe somebody that will go out and see.
That is the channel's goal.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. And I'd also like to. I want to thank the guys over at Retro Warriors podcast because they really helped me out a lot in trying to figure out how to do this. Like when
yes, they did.
They answered all my questions. They didn't have to do that at all.
We got.
And I really like what they do over there. So
we're sending a nice pat on the back.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And if for some reason we probably have about 2 to 3 listeners that are listening to this podcast. So if I can send them their way, help them out with another 3 views.
If you like podcasts, we like podcasts. So there are people out there. It's not a lot, but there's people who like podcasts. We don't want just the radio.
And there's a lot of retro video game podcasts out there, and they're to me one of the better ones. I like listening to them.
And Mike listens to a lot of them.
I do because I drive around all day for work, so I listen to a lot. And they're probably of the 3 video game podcasts I listen to, they're in that top 3. Mm-hmm. And they've got another show called Digital's Frustrations, which is basically the Seinfeld podcast to me because they're not talking about. There's no topic. They're just rambling on about a bunch of shit, and I just laugh because it's
about nothing.
It's about nothing, and it's pretty good. So,
all right,
head over their way, because they're doing a Patreon now, and if I wasn't planning a wedding, I would donate to it.
You hear that? Retro?
Drink and roll and rock.
You hear
for
that,
Christ's
Retro?
sake.
Get bent, Mike said. I'm giving you nothing.
Now I'm gonna have to give him $1.
It's like the church basket. You give him $1, you gotta give him something.
I'll get there. All right, so Hamburger the Motion Picture, Cubbies win. What else do we talk about?
Come on, kid, give me $100 for the clock tower, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? You can give me $100.
It's funny because like in a matter of hours, this kid went from fucking giving a quarter to $100. Fucking inflation, man. So yeah.
Is that it?
I think that's it, man.
All right.
I don't really have anything else to talk about. I mean, we're not gonna get. I'm not even gonna bother talking about the Walking Dead meets Narnia or any of that.
Mike didn't like the tiger.
No. I liked it. It was just I had to get used to the absurdity of it because I don't read the comic. So.
Well, yeah.
And then hopefully I don't know what we're gonna do next time. Maybe this one. Maybe the Last American Virgin.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll do that at some point. I want to do it.
That was the go-to in case Hamburger movie didn't come through.
I was worried if Hamburger
or we didn't get it in time.
It really showed up 2 hours before we were about to do this.
Did it really?
Yeah.
It came
showed up
today?
like 11:30 in the morning.
I did not know that. Good thing your mail comes early.
I know it comes real early there. My parents' house comes at like 5:00.
Yeah.
So if you want to send me mail, you know what time I'm going to get it.
Hey, remember, hit the buzzer right at 11:00 the mailbox and blow his mailbox up. He might be standing in front of it.
It's a federal offense. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Because I don't know how to do anything. So if you blow my mailbox up and I have to replace it, I have to like call a carpenter to install my new mailbox.
You got a P.O. box. Then you'd be a creep.
Then I got to go to the post office. And the post office where I live is in a bad neighborhood.
You need a key.
We lived like a block from it when we had that apartment.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. It was safe.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta run there.
As long as you were running, you were good.
Running, you're good.
Crackheads can't run.
Oh,
unless they're running for their
crack.
Their crack.
They're based on movement.
Yeah.
So you gotta get a head start on.
They see like infrared, like the Predator. All right, that's it.
Good night.
That's all I got.
Good luck.
Yep. If you got a bad movie for me to watch, I'm ready to believe you.
Send it in.
Send it on.
Or just write it in.
Comment, review it. Tell me you hate it. I don't care. Goodbye.
That was terrible.